Nessa girl, I had to slow it down. I paint a picture of a golden sunset, and I'll take your hand. We're gonna walk down that promised road, just like we had. Kim Burrell taught me that, bitch. I know what I'm gonna do. Y'all know they don't make it like this. Just a cute as like that with you. This is Shanice and Johnny Gill, baby. Silent Prayer. And I pray, 'cause sweet baby. I'm gonna let y'all get a little piece of the chorus so you can Shazam it, then we gonna get it going on. Girl, it feels really good. I was going through the thing, figuring out what I was going to give y'all for the Potomac intro, because you know I like to school the girls to the music and make it applicable to the subject at hand. And considering the fact that Karen finances is all fucked up, baby, she need a silent prayer, and that's what I gave her. Nessa girl, did you get down to the motherfucking Real Housewives of Potomac from last night, baby? Yes, if that's your boyfriend, if that's your boyfriend, if that's your boyfriend, he wasn't last night. Now, if you notice any difference between when I did the Housewives video a few minutes ago and this one, it's because I'm tipsy, bitch. I wasn't feeling good, and I was like, I owe it to y'all to give it my all, and if I can't do it on my regular courage, let me do it on my liquid courage. I got a good 20 minutes on me before this tipsy wear off, so let's see if we can squeeze out a solid 17 minutes on this video. Okay, girl. First and foremost, I want to say, Cameron, I'm going to dedicate this whole episode to you, because when you went down to whatever university and got your degree and whatever the fuck you got it in, them hoes ain't teach you nothing about psychology, but they must have taught you everything about desperation, because everything Cameron is doing, every single thing is out of desperation. It is so obvious that you are so embarrassed about what the fuck going on that you're trying to do things to offset the rumors. Look, I'm not broke. I went and got a $100,000 car. And first of all, bitch, you need to send me a motherfucking royalty check, because a bitch know you saw her videos talking about you gotta make millions to owe millions. I mean, girl, you didn't even throw a couple words in there, mama. You just copied me verbatim. And I don't mind, because I'm used to you reality hoes doing it. And that's what I do it for the culture. I do it for the culture. But girl, you don't wore my shit into the damn ground. So, you know, I wasn't gonna charge you, but since your ass going around out here buying cars and having press conferences and shit, I mean, you can send a bitch a little 25,000 or whatever, Karen. Okay, quiet as it's kept, y'all. Don't be fooled. Karen did not go buy that car. Karen went and leased that car, okay? Anybody with decent credit and $4,000 down, you too can have a $100,000 Jaguar. Karen, that was the most desperate. It was just desperate. And Karen, psychologically, what you're not understanding is whatever it is you and Ray are going through, it's continuing to sting, because you're trying to be so elusive about it, and so you're trying to paint this picture that everybody can see through. And it's frustrating you, Karen, that you're putting on this facade that people see through. You're not mad with them, you mad with yourself. And you mad that they're not seeing through your bullshit. And Karen, what you need to understand is the minute you own it, you strip them of all power. But trust and believe, they are getting immense joy laughing at you in your grandeurs of delusion. And I just really want you to drop it, because, excuse me, it was frustrating. That's that smearing off in that popcorn. It was frustrating trying to watch you lie your way out of this, and everybody is just like, girl, bang. So, you know, Robyn, I had done got you together on either the first or the second episode about moving, because I felt like, okay, Juan had just got a new job and now y'all trying to live high on the hog again. I would like to recant that statement, and I would just like to say that it was very smart that y'all moved in the same complex. And you know, in a much, you know, not I mean, I guess in a bigger space, but it was still modest and reasonable. And I appreciate y'all for doing right by y'all money. If only y'all can now do right by y'all relationship. I will say this: Monique is my favorite housewife of Potomac, and I loved the sit down that she had with Cameron when Cameron came over to her house in that leased out car. Monique just sat there and listened and let Karen, you know, spread her lies. But, you know, that's what Karen needed at that time. And so I got a new questionnaire I ask people. When people come to me now and they start telling me all this bullshit and bukkake, I stop them mid-sentence and I say, well, let me ask you what you need right now. Do you need someone to listen to you, or do you need the truth? And I let them decide which part of me they get. And if they just want somebody to listen, then you just sit there and do like this and drink your cocktail and you keep your opinions to yourself. But if they want you to tell them the truth, you tell them the truth. Now, unspokenly, Karen just wanted somebody to listen to her, delusions and all, and that's what Monique did, and that was cute. But Monique switched out on her ass at that press conference, honey, because Monique was like, okay, well, since we having a press conference and this is to spill the facts and to drink the tea, then mama, I need to know what it is exactly I'm defending. Like what's, ooh, girl, Miss Monique. Yes, honey. Sherman and Gizelle at the Vineyard. These first two episodes of Potomac, I was like, who the fuck is this Sherman dude? What is Gizelle doing? I like Sherman and Gizelle. I like Sherman for Gizelle. I like it. I have nothing to say. Sherman is a good looking man. You know, we know Gizelle, honey, she don't just go with just any old body. So we know Sherman got his stuff together for whatever it's worth. Messy aside, Gizelle got her stuff together. They are a cute couple, and I hope that they can I hope that they can build something strong. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something, and it's just the way I was raised. I'm not a huge fan of bringing no man in on your children. And, you know, Gizelle's children are so young that it would be unfair to her to fall in love and have to wait 12 more damn years before she can move in with her potential husband. I wish that Gizelle's youngest child was like 15, because then I could just say, Gizelle, wait 5 years before you marry him and move him in. That way you don't even have to go down that hurdle of blending families and blending lives. And it's a lot. And for Gizelle and Sherman, I don't want y'all to rush into becoming the Brady Bunch. And it introduces you guys to a dynamic that the relationship can't withstand. So just be a little cautious on that, daughter. Let's talk about the new girl, Candace, honey. Did Candace come through, or did Candace come through? Now, when they had Candace push through and pump with her heels on, and they took the camera from the bottom to the top of, I said, okay, I like this Candace girl. I like the way Candace came through. She came through nice. And I also want to point out something. The way Monique received Candace at that event is the way you're supposed to receive somebody when they are new. Monique was warm, nice, and inviting. Unlike that high school, college sorority shit that Gizelle and them tried to put Monique through when she first stepped on the scene. And I'm going to tell y'all something. A new day is dawning, okay? I looked at when Ashley, Candace, and Monique was sitting down, kikiing and chopping it up. It's the young versus the old, the fresh versus the stale. I'm glad Ashley got her little peanut gallery now, because I feel like with Monique and Candace kind of insulating and propping up Ashley, that she's going to have more of a voice this season. And it looked really good to just see the young girls doing what they do. Now, here's the thing, Candace. Here's why I really like you. Bless your heart, because you married for love. You did it for love. The whole, like, first 30 minutes, I was like, okay, when they revealed that Candace was a waitress and he was a manager at the restaurant, I'm sitting here like, okay, get to the part where the money comes in and where they're rich and fabulous and famous, and like, which one of y'all got the money? And quiet as it's kept, and I don't know what's in Candace's pockets, despite the fact that she said she grew up in a country club type of atmosphere and he grew up on the other side of the tracks. But like Claire Huxtable and Bill Huxtable told them Huxtable kids, this the parents' money. Yes, we're okay. You have nothing. But you know, what I'm getting, and I may be wrong. Again, I don't know what's in this lady's pocket. What I'm getting though is Candace has the pedigree, and the timing was just right, and she's somebody in those, you know, circles because of her parents. And so with her, they're going to try to shy away from it being so much about the money and about some of the other things. But nonetheless, I like Candace a lot. Do y'all like Candace? Drop down in the comments and let the people know if y'all like Candace. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Karen holding that press conference. So don't get me wrong, it was excellent TV. It was the worst possible thing you could have ever did. What I don't understand, like, Karen, you are coming unraveled, and you need to maintain, mama. Public relations 101 is, if you can't own and spin the story properly, just say nothing and let it die throughout the news cycle. You made things worse. Then I'm not understanding, Karen, how you thought that you were going to call a press conference about a specific topic, but then you were going to curate the thoughts, opinions, and words that people had about the topic, and then you wanted to only talk about what you wanted to talk about as it related to the topic, then shut everybody down. And then when everybody was looking at you like a confused dog, then you want to tell them y'all are not about to gang up on me. But here's what's interesting, Karen. In previous seasons, you have had no problem being the ringleader in investigations, gossip, and, you know, talk around town about other folks. But now all of a sudden it's ooh, please don't gang up on me. What you not gonna do is gang up on me. And see, Karen, I'm gonna tell you something. You ain't as saved as you said you is, and you ain't as classy based as you try to give off, because classy women do not throw press conferences and then things will get heated, start standing up. That's an aggressive posture. And quiet as it's kept, had you had the right bitch at that table, your ass would have got popped. Had you had the Real Housewives of Atlanta at that table and you stood up on somebody like that, your ass would have got popped. Karen, you are coming undone, and I'm going to tell you something. Ordinarily, it would not be funny, but the shit is funny as hell because it bothers you to your core. And instead of you just owning it, you try to hide it, and that's what we laughing at. The other girls, when I tell you, they are eating this shit up. And I'm going to tell you something. Ray needs to drop your ass like a hot tamale. I don't give two fucks. You stand in the paint with your man, with your mate. You are so delusional and so tied to what other people think that you are willing to let the man who put you on this pedestal and this platform hang out to dry and take all of this by himself. You saying it ain't easy on you, but it's even harder on Ray, and you would think that you would stand in it and by him. But instead, you like, no, that's Ray's problem. He got tax issues. He got debt. I don't even have no account with him. That's some low down ass shit, Karen. And the fact that you care more about your image than you do your man and your marriage, that really says a lot about you. And Karen, I used to like you a lot, and I'm just like, ooh, they say, you know, don't judge us by the booger on our face, but the content of our character. And yeah, your content is just really shallow. The Real Housewives of Potomac, y'all hoes got it going on. I want to say shouts out to Monique, because Monique has found her groove. You know, season 1, you be kind of treading lightly and auditioning and hope everybody like you. Monique has found her spot, and we're starting to get some more out of her, and I'm liking everything I see. Nessa girl, I'm finna get in here and lay down. I'm not finna promise you I'm gonna call you today about your husband is cheating on us. We'll see, and I'll call you back. Bye.